Breathe music.
Hi everybody, welcome to our channel. So,
hey,
I'm Taryn.
Rob.
This is Rob. So I've been seeing on YouTube this thing called a mukbang, and it's basically where you eat a whole bunch of food and you talk about topics that you want to discuss. So me and Rob decided to join in on this.
But we're not sure if this is a mukbang. It's just food to me.
Right, he doesn't even know what that is, so...
Even that dog's going crazy.
Here, calm down. Okay, so what we have here is our own homemade seafood boil.
Which I made.
Right, credit to Rob.
Cooked everything myself. Sauce, crab, shrimp.
We got shrimp, potatoes, corn.
Crab right here.
We got everything from, if you're in the Southern California area, from 99 Ranch. A lot cheaper to just get it and go ahead and make it yourself. So
I made this sauce right here.
That's Rob's crack sauce. Super good, super good. So let's go ahead and get started. So one of the first questions that we always get asked, either from people who know us or don't know us, is how we met. So
You want to explain that?
yeah.
Go ahead.
I guess I'll start. I'm gonna tell my side of the story, how I know things, and then Rob's gonna tell how he knows things. So, how we met, okay, we met about 5 years ago, and I had just moved out here from Alabama. I lived with family for about 6 months, and then I moved into this roommate situation near the community college I was going to called Mount Sac. So,
You put in the crack sauce.
I want to say about a month or so of living with roommates is when Rob moved in. And and so after he moved in, at first I didn't really notice him for real, but I kind of did. My friend at the time, I remember telling her like, dang, this fine Mexican dude just moved into the room that's next to me. So it took my friend to finally tell me like, Taryn, you know he's not Mexican, right? You know he's Asian. And yeah, I guess, yeah, he's Asian. So I didn't know that at first. I guess growing up where I grew up, it was diverse, but not really many Asians look like him, if that makes sense.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
To me, I never seen an Asian that looked like him.
What does she mean look like me?
Look, so he was kind of very muscular at the time, and he had like a fade. So yeah, I hadn't seen any Asians that look like that.
Originally it's called a taper.
Okay, a taper.
But now, since I got one, look at my hair now.
Shut up. So
Get down.
pretty much after that, I still really didn't pay, you know, him any attention or whatever. It was just like, hi, bye. But he was really sweet. He would always try to get, you know, all the roommates involved with doing stuff or whatever. But I still was kind of like
when we went out to go eat or like drink, I always try to ask her to go. First time she turned me down a couple times. She said no.
You know what I was thinking?
She thought I was a creeper.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, why is this dude always knocking on my door, you know? But it wasn't even like that. It was nice.
Yep.
So finally, this is how he got me, y'all. So I used to go running every day. I would run up, it was like this big hill in our neighborhood.
Rocco.
And pretty much I would go running every day in the neighborhood. And one day, well, Rob would always come, you know, he'd drive up and say hi, whatever. So one day, I'm running, mind you, I'm in my compression shorts and my sports bra, I'm running. He's like, hey, you want to go get some in and out? So, knowing I just got done from running, I couldn't deny it. I was like, yeah, let's go get some in and out. So we did that, and we pretty much just went around the whole city because we didn't know anything about the city. We ended up going to the mall. Where else did we go?
I don't know, we just drove all over. Because originally I'm from Northern California, the Bay Area. And I moved down here about, 4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years, 5? No, 4. Yeah.
Almost 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago.
So yeah, we explored the city together, and it was still like on a good like roommate friendship type like situation, whatever. And then I don't know, I want to say maybe like a month or so later, after doing all that, I was the first one to be like, oh, I got like feelings for you, like you're really cool, whatever. But the funny part is, I thought we were still friends, you know, at that point. The funny part is, I didn't realize that we were actually boyfriend and girlfriend, or more than that, until we were on the way.
Get down.
Until we were on the way to meet his parents in the Bay. We were in the car driving up, and this was my question.
And this was dating for how long, right?
We were dating.
About a year, right?
Yeah, I guess we were dating. Yeah.
About a year, right?
Right, it was about a year. So I'm traditional. I expected him to say something like, hey, we're together now. But no, no.
Traditional like that is like what, high school?
No.
It's like saying like, look,
okay,
hi, would you want to be my girlfriend? It's not like high school, right?
We can take a poll on this. We'll take a poll on that later.
It's like high school.
But listen, I expected some type of notion, you know, like a hint, like we're you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could be just me. So yeah, we're in the car, and I look, and I'm like, so how should I introduce myself to your parents? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, so what am I, like your best friend? He's like, what do you think? And then yeah, that was it. It was Christmas Eve.
And I know normally people use like, what
14.
was this, the shell cracker for this?
Mm-hmm.
But Asians, we don't do well. Certain Asians don't use it, which I don't use. I just use my teeth just to break the shell down. This is how I do it.
That's how you do it. So that was my story. Now it's your turn.
You
How do we
basically summed it up.
I summed it up for you.
Yep.
So
That's how it is.
did you like?
Yeah, a lot of
before
people
I
like.
your girlfriend, like, what did you?
A lot of people like. I always ask about interracial dating. Like every time we go to like a some type of like Asian restaurant, we always get these looks by Asian people. Like,
Oh my God, we get the craziest scared. I'm
crazy
scared.
look. It's like that every time, everywhere we go, people always stare at us. But for me, like when we're at like an Asian restaurant, I always look back.
Yeah.
Like I'll look at them. Like I'm not shy to look. If she tells me like, hey, look that guy over there staring at me, he's behind you. I just turn around and look. Like I don't care. I make it obvious.
Yeah.
That's
So-
how I am.
Me, I'm a little bit more, I guess you could say, loud about it, because I don't know, I just have I have an issue with that, you know, like it's 2018, you see a lot of different stuff, but I just tell you about one experience. We walked to a restaurant, and literally it felt like, maybe I'm being dramatic about it, but it felt like the entire restaurant turned around and looked at us when we went to that tofu spot.
Oh.
And I had to say something. I was like, so what is everybody looking at? And then, you know, it's like everything just went back to normal. And one lady even stared at me all the way to my seat, and she says, oh, your tattoos are beautiful, after she stared at me for 5 minutes. But
No, damn well, she wasn't staring at the tattoo. She probably just looking at us too, like, how did this happen?
Exactly. So
Come on, now we know.
we get that stuff all the time, but honestly, it's just a laugh. You know, we're just like,
Yep.
you know, it's amazing that nowadays it's still like that, but we just laugh about it. Another thing another question that we get asked about is pretty much the age difference. Rob didn't want to talk about this because he doesn't want people to know how old he is. But
if y'all seen the first video already, then you already know like how old I am already.
You already know.
You know how old I am.
So we're 10 years apart. I'm 25 and Rob is 35. And honestly, when we first met and he told me his age, I didn't believe him because of the way he looked. He looked super young. So
It's that Asian gene, you know? You look young.
shut up.
My dad's the same way.
Yeah, like him and his dad are twins. They look just alike. But yeah, so honestly, the age difference is nothing big. The only time it hits me is the only time it hits me is when we talk about certain things, like, I don't know, I guess TV shows or certain things like that, and he's like, you don't remember that, or you don't know? I'm like, no, I'm still in the womb. Like, I was way too young for that. And
Yeah,
then
like-
that's when it kind of hits him. He's like, oh, fuck.
Like early cartoons in the 90s, early 90s, late 80s. Those are the cartoons I remember. But when I ask her, she's like, no.
Yeah, like, no, I never heard of that. Whatever. But some stuff I'm on. Like, I love 80s music. I love 90s music. I've always been the person that has always, I don't know, I guess, kicked it with or hung out with older people. I don't know what it is, but it'll take Rob to always tell you for some reason when I go places, I end up hanging out with the older people better than people my age. It just happens that way every time.
True, like in the South, you're like what? You're young, but you have an old soul or something like that.
Yeah,
That's how they say it?
that's a saying. Yeah, it's a saying, like an old soul. But honestly, Rob does not look 35 to me. I always talk about him, my old man, but he doesn't look 35 at all.
I feel old.
Yeah, but let's talk about something else.
Like what?
Oh, another thing. This is the last thing we'll talk about. And like, a lot of our friends asked us this as well. Like, oh, how do you guys keep it together? Like, you guys really act like you don't argue, or you don't seem like you argue or get mad at each other. This is a good one because me and Robbie, well, I am really, really big on communication. I blame this on the Virgo status of being super stubborn for Rob. He really, once he's said it, once it's done, he wants to leave it alone and go for it. But me, I'm like, no, I'm gonna plead my case. We're gonna figure out what's going on and we're gonna try to work it out.
Yeah. But we rarely argue though.
Yeah, we rarely argue on
Even like if we do end up arguing, like we'll probably be mad at just for like a day. Probably less than a
day. Like, it's like you want to go get something to eat and then
Yeah, like we'll argue at the moment and then they just normal after, like nothing happened.
That's it.
And we rarely argue, so.
So I don't know what it is. To me, I'm big on communication. It's really no like secret to it or whatever. I guess if you really care about somebody, if you really want to work something out with somebody, you will, regardless of what it is. Honestly, we try not to get mad at each other for stuff. Like, we both work hard, we both do our part, and keeping our home together. So we just try not to, I don't know, it's really no point in arguing, honestly. It's sometimes no point. Even if we start an argument, it's like, what the hell? Like, what are we arguing about? This is so stupid.
We rarely argue.
And then just get over it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, maybe that doesn't work for everybody. But that's just from how we do it, how we keep it together.
Yep.
So.
That's it.
So yeah. We want to go ahead and finish this food. We're about to devour it, and we don't want to devour it.
Look, you can tell she's nervous talking on the camera.
You can say that? Yeah.
You are.
So, yeah.
First time, second. Well, it's not the second. It's the first video.
First video. So, thank you guys for watching. And if you want to see more of our videos,
like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe. And
thumbs up too.
They're not all like this. We're not gonna always be eating. We're gonna have special activities that we do. How me and Rob get down in LA and wherever else we go. So just like and subscribe.